So anyway, like I was saying, Raleigh the Miserable. What if Raleigh was a vampire and he can't enter the ride to fix it because he wasn't given explicit permission to enter? Oh my god. Okay, let's just see, because a large part of me actually wants to go to Planet Zoo, but I feel like I should give this a second try. What could I call the park? Invalid names because I haven't given it a name. Sandbox. Challenge sandbox. Okay, unlimited cash. Full cash and economy. Full research. Full power management. Full staff management. Oh, wait a second. What's the difference? Creative sandbox. Challenge sandbox. Full cash and economy. Full research. Custom. Challenge sandbox. Oh, I see. Raleigh. I want to make sure I spelled it right because I don't usually type that name. I did get it right? It would be hilarious if I actually got it wrong. Okay. This game. Okay. Okay. We are not going to have this on. Ever. Rides and facilities require power. Do we care about that? I don't know what that really adds to the game. Oh, by the way, they said they were going to fix this. This wasn't going to be limited to 6,000 anymore, which is nice. Hunger multiplier. Thirst need. Facility negative effects. Weather effects on guests. Prefer uncolored. Oh, that's interesting. Sheltered rides in heavy rain. Interesting. Sunburn. Sunburn multiplier. This is so specific. Raleigh's World. You're just living in it. Okay, we'll go back and rename that. Flat ride settings. Extended track limits. Okay. Staff pay. Fair pay multiplier. These numbers being at 75% is very weird. Staff morale, staff quitting, staff breaks. Pool cleanliness. Player cash. That, yeah, 100,000. I mean, I guess, so the thing I'm struggling with here is like, is there any reason to have any of this on? Like, what am I getting out of this? Loans and everything like that. I could just go full sandbox. I don't know. Maybe I should try it with all this stuff on once, without this thing on, and see how that goes. Because we can always like come back and like redo it or whatever. What was the thing I was gonna? Wait, there was something I was gonna change though. Player cash research tree, guest refunds, loans. I thought there was something else. What was it? Hunger, toilet, nausea. Other effects. Okay. I guess that's it. Okay, here we go. It's unfortunate. Something that's missing from this game, I believe, is this, like Planet Coaster 2, is you can't import like custom sounds or images or videos or anything. Because if you could, we could put up a poster of Raleigh. Just sitting there. Okay. Honestly, I already feel more relaxed. I just want to see how big we can do this. Owned. This doesn't feel that big. Is it small? Oh no, I guess actually these people are pretty darn small. That's actually pretty huge. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So we got some water. I like how they come in buses. That's like a really nice touch. I think honestly, just to set expectations, I think I'm in some ways more excited to try Planet Zoo, but I want to make sure I've given this a fair shot. The engine is incredible. The graphics and everything are like really, really good. Okay, so let's pause this for a second. They need to bring an import. Yeah. Oh no, I think they do. Well, they've already said they're going to bring like sound and music import, so I just have to assume that like video and images would be part of that or next or whatever. Okay, 100,000. Okay, so the question is, what's the overall thought process on how this is going to work? The sort of tried and true method is doing like the Disneyland style, where it's like wheel and spoke, where you've got like the center thing, and then you've got different areas that kind of fan off from it. That tends to work better when there's a lot of different themes available, but there's only really 3 available now. So maybe that's not going to work here. So we could try a different model where we've got just sort of like zones, you know, and just kind of have them sort of connected in a windy way. I think that's what we'll go for. And we still have a center area, but it's just not necessarily like going off in like very distinct sides, you know? That would also be easier to start with, to be totally honest. So does that seem reasonable for Rally's World? Okay, so this is, I'm suddenly kind of overwhelmed for choice here. And if this doesn't work out for some reason, I'll just go full sandbox mode. Okay, so this can go up to 12. So let's do we want to, I'm trying to think if we actually want to open this at this point. I guess we want to get a solid, actually, hang on. Let's get a very big starting path. Okay. Okay, so let's say we've got like an opening. Leave a lot of room here though. How about opening section? Style. Red swirly path. Rustic path. This honestly in some ways is the fun part. Or not in some ways. It is the fun part. Blue swirly. Vinyl. Cobblestone. I kind of like the wood style. Sandy. Also, strap in. Like there's a lot of decision making stuff here. So this is the slower part. So hopefully everybody's gonna fall asleep. Not really. Gravel path, brick path. Brick path is interesting. Brick path is interesting. We can go with brick path as in like an entry. I sort of like the wood thing, but I think that's sort of odd as like an entry. You want something solid. You want to come in feeling like really solid. So I'm tempted to say, let's try this. Let's see how that looks. That looks real. Can I change the color? I guess this is easy enough to change later. Okay. And then we're gonna have like a nice looking entrance here over the top. Okay, so pathing tools. Customize extras. Ooh, railing. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Metal, painted, polished wood. Show me the polished wood. Add supports. Supports. Path extra. Path extra. What does that mean? Oh, these things. Spacing. Delete. Okay, we'll do that later. Okay, stamp builder. Square. Scale. Oh, that's nice. Stamp grid. Okay, okay. Terrain style. Ground. You're so cozy. Make a grid of sorts. You gotta use like those over Raleigh so it doesn't look get locked out. That's true. Actually, that's actually a really good point. We do need like a redemption arc for Raleigh to come back in and witness like something that's been founded in his honor. We may just need to find an employee and rename them to Raleigh. And I've forgotten what his last name is, but it's in the screenshot. So we'll know there for sure. I'm actually surprised it will not let me put it here on the side. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this is going to be like the entrance area. That's nice. I like the way that path thing works. That's really nice. Okay. My cat has arrived. Okay, so this will be the entrance. What do we have in the way of like pre-made entrances? Let's find out. Scenery. Okay, here's where we're going to have some faith that this is going to work out. Scenery, nature, special effects, scenery, buildings, ride scenery. Okay, I'm hopeful in here. There's a like welcome thing. What's this? Mythology building. Holy crap, that looks great. Heyo. It's actually not a bad option. Heyo. Okay, we could do that. Where is okay? Well, I'm gonna heart that just in case I need to come back to it. Viking building. Okay, that's not really an entrance. Viking building. I don't really want the Viking. I mean, the Viking stuff maybe we'll have some of, but it's sort of like a. Oh, jeez! I was just pounced on by my cat. Okay, sit down. She's a pretty significant cat too. It's not like a kitten jumping on you. It's like a small dog jumping on you. Okay, sit down. Sit down. We're gonna sit all the way down. Also, cats are really strong, so if I just try to push her onto my lap, that like doesn't really work. Okay. All right. That looks pretty promising. I'm digging this. That has the right vibe. Sit down. Sit all the way down. You gotta sit down. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. I think I'm gonna need my hand back, but we're gonna give it a try. Aquatic, mythology. Okay, that's way too small. Was this the one I grabbed? No, it was this one. What is this? Okay, sweetheart, you need to sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Okay, that's sitting. Not quite. That looks more like you've arrived at a race. I don't think that's the one. Okay. Viking building. Planet coaster building. Whoa. Oh, that's interesting, actually. It could be like a custom entrance. We could go for that. Urines for the outside. True. Okay. I thought there was actually a section for entrances. Large building. Huge building. Jeez. Heyo. Resort building. My goodness. Mythology. It's odd to me that wait, I didn't mean to like favorite that. It's odd to me that they chose Vikings and mythology as the initial side. It's kind of an odd. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the thinking was there. Okay, Okay, no items in there. But there are actually meant to be actual entrances, and so I'm confused why those are not showing up. Aquatic jetty. Archway. Resort dressing? Aquatic dressing. That looks interesting. Resort dressing. Oh, that is nice. Okay, these are smaller. Hofo Gloopy? Heyo. Did I click all? Static scenes. Park scenery, archways, fences and borders, paths and plazas. It's odd. Animated scenes. Yeah, it's odd that you can select combinations that have nothing in them. I don't quite understand that. Viking archway. No. I mean, I think we actually have our winner, but I just want to like see what else is on offer here. Heyo. Oh, that does look pretty fancy. I kind of... That's tempting. That's tempting because of the, like the greenery and everything. Although we can add that, so who knows. Maybe this is more just like inspiration. Look at this one. Holy crap. Archway. Oh, that's an even bigger one. Himetu. What's this one? Oh, that's so great. I love that. I wonder if you can change the park settings after the fact. That would be interesting to know. Like if I build this and then I want to go and change the parameters, like just let me do that. In fact, let's just double check that. It seems like it does. Okay, so if I later on want to say no limit on money, then we can do it. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Aquatic archway. I mean, the other reason it's as good is just to kind of familiarize with the content. Special effects, that doesn't make any sense. Nature. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of them. I wish you could make this bigger. Oh, you can. Nature scene. Nature scene. Ooh, that's nice. That's also very nice. Oh, the tiki thing I like a lot. Okay. Viking nature. So, trees. Nature. I guess I don't... So I guess these are categories and subcategories? Is that what's going on? Viking nature scene. I don't know what's up with the Viking stuff. It seems very specific. Oh my god. I'm actually not sure what this... Oh, it's a resort centerpiece. Viking nature scene. They're really into the Viking stuff, I've noticed. It's subtle. Resort dressing. Okay. Okay, I think I get the gist of it now. So there's trees. So I guess they're just subcategories. Right? So what's going on? This is trees, bushes. Oh, that's nice. Oh, they've got like topiary things. That's so great. Viking. Everything's Viking. Rocks. Okay. Planters. Nothing in planters. Special effects. Oh, there's nothing in there. This is ride scenery. Coaster station. Resort coaster station. Oh, that's nice. So I guess when they say resort, they mean Hawaii, right? There were serious issues yesterday. I mean, the Raleigh thing you're seeing is just like the canonization of what the actual issues were. Basically, there was just constant notifications about rides breaking down. And I hired like 14 mechanics and it never stopped. And I looked it up and it's just that there's a bug where the mechanics just obviously can't get to the rides. Yeah. So I think they're aware of it. But it's odd because it's one of the most core gameplay mechanics. And so it's hard to understand how they didn't know that was the case when they launched the game. It would be like Splatoon not letting you fire splatter shot. It's like that level of core. So a little weird. Okay, so we're in. I want to understand what sort of category we're in here. So scenery. So this is all blueprints. And then it's scenery. Buildings? Okay. Buildings. And then these are different sizes of buildings. And this is nature. It's strange that there's nothing in planters for nature. Okay, nature. And I think some stuff appears in multiple places. I think that was the thing that was throwing me as well. Also, by the way, in the other one, nature region. Whoa. Wait a second. Scenery theme. Oh, nature's a theme. What? That's confusing. Resort theme. Okay, so this is Hawaii. Viking mythology are pretty straightforward. Aquatic. Planet coaster. Nature. Huh. That's very interesting. Source, frontier. That makes a little more sense now. Trees, bushes. Okay, so we're under the nature category. Okay. I was trying to get it. It's kind of like I had somebody tell me when you play crossword puzzles, everybody's horrible at them initially. And the way you get better at them is you like get your brain into the mind space of the puzzle creator. And it starts to make more sense from that perspective. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. I'm trying to get my head into the space of like the person making the organization for these. By the way, my cat has her chin at the keyboard, which is really adorable. Okay, so now we're back to all. And I wonder where these... Okay, so here's a question. Scenery. Okay. Okay, I think I see what's going on now. It's very strangely organized. Okay, this is the thing that helped me understand. I didn't realize nature was a theme. So anytime you see the bushes or whatever, that's like a theme, which is really important information to have. Large build. Okay, so these are buildings. All buildings. Okay, got it. Buildings. Viking building. I mean, one thing I could do, honestly, is to do... Let's say I don't want the Viking thing. Because I don't... Honestly, I actually don't really think I want the Viking thing. It's like too specific. Unless you're building a Viking park, you know? Nature region, that's fine. Okay. Is the color theme red? That might be a little much for the guests. I'm worried that they might feel overwhelmed. Red, there's this great book that I have, but I'm blanking the name of the title of it. But it basically talks about how colors are used in different industries and what they mean in each of those industries and also countries. Like in the West or in the US, red is meant as like emergency or alarm or, you know, loss of money or something like that. But in China, it has a completely different connotation, for example. Which reminds me, I need to get the thing. I'll take a picture of the thing explainer book and post in the Discord, the thing that came up earlier. Okay, so if I've filtered out the Viking stuff because I don't think that's really going to fit with the decor. And look, these are planters. Now here's the weirdest thing, and this is the thing that a lot of the people in the Steam reviews were talking about. I'm in this blueprints thing and I'm looking at all the categories, right? There's nothing in here. The trick is to create custom, and then it sends you into a totally different world with a completely different set of options. And if you want to go back to the blueprints, you've got this giant button here, which doesn't make sense to a lot of people that are used to Planet Coaster, which I think is fair. I mean, it's kind of a strange arrangement. So if you want to actually make stuff bespoke from the pieces, you actually have to hit this, and then you have a totally different organization system. Completely different, unfortunately. And much more flexible. So it seems like what happened is they made this, and then they... Aria White, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. They made this stuff, and then they added the blueprints on top of it, but then added a different organization system. So I think most of the time is actually going to be in the create custom, because that's the fun part. But it took me forever to figure that out. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm just trying to figure out the game.